Hello everyone, welcome back to the HCW show. On today's news we will be covering the team of 2.0 signing a new contract with AEW, the contract status of the Good Brothers and Tennille Dashwood, and the releases and plans for NXT UK / NXT Europe. Stick around, roll intro.
It's time for HCW News.
Hello everyone, my name is RGX, flanked as always by Rate Wrestle and Frozzy.
You're flanked by yourself there, mate.
I know.
One man show.
So how are you guys?
Yeah, I'm all good. It's good to have Ray back. I never thought I'd utter that sentence, but yes, it is very good to have him back. But yeah, loving life. Keep going. Plow on with a bit of wrestling news.
Such as the way. How did the move go?
It went wonderfully. It took a day of pain and toil and hard graft, and it's still continuing in my lifespan.
Hopefully,
it takes you a day to get everything moved, and then 12 days to organise it.
Look at the fuzziness in the background. The fuzzy, you can surely show it. Look at it.
Hopefully it doesn't take you too long to get yourself unpacked and you don't have to move again for a good long while.
I'm going to have to start burning stuff because, I won't be able to afford to heat the house.
So, a lot of newsworthy stuff going on at the moment. But one of the big things is the AEW have signed Matt Menard and Danny Magic to new contracts. They had only recently joined in August 2021, but we've obviously had a year initial deal with the option for it to be picked up for another 2 years. And Tony Khan has exercised that right. And I think that's a good move on AEW's part. They have been quite entertaining. Say what you will about the Jericho Appreciation Society as a whole, but Danny Magic in particular has been quite a joy and quite an entertaining part of it. You guys glad to see them stick around in AEW a bit longer?
I mean, they don't offend me, so yeah, it's fine. Yeah, like you said, they've been entertaining, so it's not like something I'd be against if they were completely like just doing nothing. Then fair enough, don't keep them. But no, they're doing something. It seems like it's going somewhere, so let's see where it goes.
No worries. What about yourself, Ray?
Yeah, I'm not really that bothered. When it's not, I don't mind them. I just have, they're not my cup of tea. I find them funny, but like they're going to be one-dimensional eventually in my head, unless something happens.
No, fair enough.
I think just being associated with Jericho might help eventually, because they're going to branch out of it. They're not always going to be there, are they? So
Anna Jay.
We build them into something, and yeah. You ruined it by saying Anna Jay.
There you go. That ruined the punch straight away.
Fair point, well presented.
I'm back.
So, while some contracts are getting extended, other ones are coming up, particularly in Impact, as both the Good Brothers and Tennille Dashwood have their contracts coming up, or already up as of recording. I believe all three are working the set of tapings for the 26th, 27th of this month on a handshake deal, but are essentially free agents at this point. Now, with regards to the Good Brothers, I think it's fairly obvious they are going back to New Japan full time. They may make the odd AEW appearance, but I can see them being more Japan full timers than staying back in America. What do you guys think?
It seems like the obvious move for them, doesn't it? It's just what they want to do. I think they've openly said they want to go back to Japan and work more there, don't they? So deals come up at the right time, so fair enough, go for it.
Yeah, can't blame them. What do you think?
It probably will be New Japan. It'll be either actual New Japan or it'll be New Japan Strong, and they'll be in AEW a lot because I think a bit because Omega's back. They'll continue with that left off, I think.
No, that makes sense as well. I hadn't thought of that angle. But with talent going back and forth between New Japan and AEW anyway, I think it's inevitable that they do work with AEW in that capacity.
Forbidden door anymore, is it? It's like an escalator.
Yeah. One that is interesting though is Tennille Dashwood. Obviously, prior to Impact, she was with WWE as Emma, who essentially was Triple H's first project in the women's division, along with Paige. They do share that history here, as well as the fact that her Tennille Dashwood's boyfriend, Madcap Moss, is in WWE, of course. So I think the smart money, if she's staying in wrestling, is going back for another run at WWE.
You might get used better as well.
Yeah, certainly won't be that Emma.
Yeah, she definitely got unfinished business with WWE. It would suit her more to be in WWE than to go to AEW. She'll just be put in the never in AEW. She'll have one big rivalry and the never. Yeah. That would happen.
She'll get a big pop first night, and then that'll be it. Ruby Soho treatment. See ya.
The high five and Miro in the void. That's right.
No, I did enjoy her Tennille Dashwood or Emma's run with Dana Brooke towards the end of their NXT before they get called up. That was the kind of Emma we were all waiting to see, so hopefully that's the version of Emma we get if she chooses to go back to WWE.
That was weird, because they started using it and then released it, and they do this all the time, WWE. They'll start
Emma
using
Lena.
Them, and then it'll just be like, no, see you later. And it's like, they were on telly like on Monday. It's like released on Thursday. Why?
Yeah, so sadly you do bring up the segue of releases. Obviously NXT UK, as we sadly were speculating about last week, has officially been discontinued as a brand. The intent, I believe, according to a press release that WWE put out, is that they'll be rebranding as NXT Europe and relaunching again next year for a pan-European as opposed to a UK focus. So obviously that's a long time for the guys to wait on contract. As part of their deals, a lot of the NXT UK talent were unable to work other shows like Rev Pro and PW, anywhere they would potentially interact with a star signed with another company, which is pretty much everywhere because the other companies have looser exclusivity. So the UK scene might be about to boom again. Obviously it's a scene that's near and dear to our hearts, right? Obviously coming up through the Kamikaze Pro side of it. Already my Twitter is absolutely full of NXT UK stars tweeting their availability and talking about the fact that they're fully booked up right through to November already.
Yeah.
There are promotions that are like almost were on the verge of shutting down, but now this talent's flooding the market again. Like they're hanging around to give it another try, which is brilliant. But the full list of names I've got here, if you bear with me, were Zaya Brookside, Eddie Dennis, Saxton Huxley, Amir Jordan, Danny Luna, Dave Mastiff, Emilia/Millie McKenzie, Primate, Nina Samuels, Shua Samuels, Sid Scala, Trent Seven, which is a big one, Ashton Smith, Jack Stars, T-Bone, Tioman, and Kenny Williams. So that was 21 in total. A lot of them will already be back in the UK scene and taking bookings. Trent Seven was a surprising one considering they've kept Tyler Bate. So it'll be interesting. Now I know the offer was made to a lot of these if they wanted to move over to the States to be part of regular NXT. So some may have declined it, obviously, until their 30 days no compete is up, which will be around about the 20th of September. Then we'll probably see a lot of interviews and the like. Who knows, maybe we'll sneak in there with one or two, and we'll get the scoop on how it's worked out. But my Twitter's just been full of positivity from those that have been released, talking about how much they loved their time in NXT. Obviously, some of them might be just being hopeful that they're picked up for NXT Europe, so they're making sure not to burn any bridges. But it did genuinely seem like a really fun place to work for the guys.
Yeah, well, a lot of them have had TV exposure as well, because NXT UK was on BT Sport.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's been good exposure for them, whether they were there a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long they were there. Exposure's exposure. TV time, you'd kill for TV time. Go and ask some of the people on the main rosters of both companies. They'd kill for TV time, and they were getting it. So,
yeah, and they'll get to put former WWE star on their posters whenever they're advertising them for shows, which is always a thing when parents are wanting to take their kids to a wrestling show. They pick out the ones that have got former WWE or AEW stars or whatever on it, so that either they recognise it or they know their kids will. So it's like, don't ever underestimate the power of former WWE star on a poster for selling tickets.
Yeah.
But as I say, we are looking at launching NXT Europe next year as a more pan-European side of things. So there'll be more German, Finnish, French, Austrian talent all kind of in the mix for that. So although it's sad news for these people losing their jobs, the good news is the UK scene can reclaim them, and I guarantee the majority, if not all of them, will have no issue getting booked and getting bookings.
No.
And I'm sure WWE will have them on speed dial for as soon as NXT Europe's launched. So that is the news for as far as WWE and AEW is concerned. Those with a keen eye might have noticed that the name of this channel has changed now from Honor Club Wrestling to just HCW. And our Twitter handle is not Honor with a U because we are British any longer. It is at the HCW show.
Because we're British.
All one word, so it's nice and easy, so no need to worry about being able to search the word honour and only the Brits spelling it correctly. So all our branding is now aligned as well, so it's onwards and upwards from here. Tomorrow's video will be a fun little challenge that I've set for our co-hosts here that we will be recording shortly, but won't be up until tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But of course, as usual, all our socials, including our Discord, are in the description below. So come join the Discord, say hi to us. We chat about wrestling, gaming, sports, the lot. And our Twitter is at the HCW show, and our individual Twitters are down there below also. So thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the usual jazz, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Adios.